When God created the world, He made the sun, the moon, and the stars. He separated the water from the land. He built the mountains and the forests. He made different kinds of plants and flowers. He also made all the animals, big and small. He created the fish that would swim in the sea and birds that could fly in the sky. He created small insects that could fly and crawl. Then, after He created everything, He felt He needed somebody who would look after His creation. He then created the first man from the mud. He breathed life into him and named him Adam.
You are in my garden, the Garden of Eden. I am your Creator, your Lord. You can live in my garden all your life. You will enjoy all the beautiful things I created for you and take care of them. You are here because I chose to have you here. You have been created in my likeness. You have powers over everything I have created on earth. You are the master of everything, and you will take care of them like your own. My garden is filled with trees and plants with the most delicious fruits of all kinds. You are free to eat the fruits of any tree here, except for the tree that stands in the middle of the garden. That tree is called the Tree of Knowledge. If you eat that fruit, you will die.
God had created everything from the trees, the plants, the animals, and the birds, but He had not named them. So He asked Adam to name them. Adam named them one by one. Adam felt alone. Nothing that God had created could be partner, so God made Eve. One day, when Adam was sleeping, He created Eve out of his rib. Eve proved to be the right companion for Adam. Of all the creatures that God created on earth, the snake was the most evil and clever of them all. The snake went over to Eve and started talking to her.
Hello, Eve. I have been in this garden before you and Adam came along. I think you are good and kind. I'm amazed by your knowledge and your strength. I can see why God made you in His image.
Okay, that's nice. So what was it that you wanted to ask me?
I was just wondering, you eat every fruit from this garden except the one from the tree in the middle of the garden. Why is that?
Adam told me that God has told us to not eat the fruit of that tree. He said if we eat that fruit, we will die.
I don't think that is true. I think God knows that if you eat the fruit from that tree, you will become wiser and stronger, more like God.
I don't know about that, but the fruit sure looks so tasty and it smells good too.
Yes, it looks amazing. And I'm sure it tastes better than anything you have had before.
But I wonder if...
I don't think anything will go wrong if you eat it. Go ahead, try it.
Adam, I wonder why God asked us not to eat this fruit. They look so nice and plump, and they smell so good too.
I don't know, Eve, but God said we would die if we eat it. We should listen to what He says.
I think that's not true. If this fruit was so poisonous and bad, why would He put it in the middle of the garden and we can pluck it? I'm sure it's some kind of a trick.
Why do you worry so much? We have so many other fruits that we can eat. When God gave us this warning, there should be some reason behind it. We should just stay away from it.
Yes, but I don't think it would hurt to take a little nibble, would it? I would love to know how it tastes. I don't think God is going to notice.
Saying so, Eve stood up and plucked the bright red shiny fruit from the tree of knowledge. She looked at it, admiring its beauty. She then looked at Adam and took a bite from the fruit. She then gave the fruit to Adam and asked him to take a bite as well. Adam took a bite from it. He smiled at Eve. Together, they finished the fruit. Adam and Eve were sleeping under the tree in the center of the garden when they heard God's voice. When they woke up, they were afraid. They felt guilty and full of shame. They tried to hide themselves behind the bushes.
Adam, where are you? Eve, why are you trying to hide from me?
Sorry, my father. We are naked, and we wish to cover ourselves.
But how did you know that you were naked? You were naked before, and you were never ashamed. Why do you have such a feeling now?
I don't know, Father.
Did you eat the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the center of the garden? The one I told you not to eat from?
Forgive me, my father. Eve gave it to me, and I ate it. I'm sorry I disobeyed you, my God.
Eve, why did you do this?
God, the snake tricked me into eating it. I was confused. I did not know what I was doing. I'm sorry, my God.
I gave you everything that you would possibly need. Anything that your heart would desire is available in this garden. I gave you only one rule to follow. But you disobeyed me. You have both failed me.
It was not my fault. It was the snake that confused us.
The snake will get his share of punishment. That does not mean you are free from the consequences of disobeying me. Why did you find it so difficult to follow just one rule? You had everything else in this garden for yourself. No, once you have eaten the fruit of the tree of knowledge, you can no longer stay in the Garden of Eden. You now know what is wrong and what is right. You must leave the garden at once and live the rest of your life on earth.
But what will we do there, my Lord?
You will have to work hard, suffer, and grow your food from the soil of the earth. You will suffer pain and sadness, and finally one day, you must die. That is your punishment. Now, go!
Adam and Eve disobeyed God, and they were cast out of the Garden of Eden. They now had to work very hard to grow food. They had to build a house for shelter, and they eventually were going to die. They could have lived in the paradise forever if they had obeyed God's rule.